Augusta's question. 1. What motivated you to try out for the Miss Nigeria in America pageant? And what has been your most challenging experience as the reigning Miss Nigeria in America? So what motivated me to try out for the pageant? I think two things worked in unison that really I can pinpoint as the two reasons why I tried out for the pageant. One had to be the struggles that I had with my identity. And when I say that, I mean trying to figure out, and this is the whole commitment issue, where does my commitment lie? Because even though I was born in Nigeria, I was raised in America, and a lot of times growing up, I felt that I had to choose whether or not I was Nigerian or whether I was American, and that those two circles really did not cross, they didn't intersect, and they definitely didn't intermingle. And so for a long time I had to really do a lot of soul searching to try to figure out which one I was going to self-identify with. But at a point in my life, I came to the decision that I didn't have to make a choice because like I said, I thought I had to, but I decided that I didn't have to make a choice, that I could acknowledge and accept both aspects of both circles as being part of my self-identity. And when I did that, I think it changed a lot in my life. And I think it really made a difference, and it really affected how I viewed a lot of things. And so, coming into that, at the beginning of my freshman year of college, and, really trying to just enjoy the place that I was in now. And in 2004, Leslie, the first Miss Nigeria in America, she won the pageant. And Leslie and I, we both went to Spelman, thy name we praise. But so big shout out to all of my Spelman sisters and my Morehouse brothers. Love you. Love my school. So anyway, Leslie and I both went to Spelman, and we knew of each other. We were friends. So when she won the pageant, it was publicized everywhere. They featured it on the Spelman website, and because I knew because I knew Leslie, I could go back to her and ask her questions about why she tried out, what she hoped to gain from the position, from the organization, and just generally get behind her mentality as to why she applied. And so when she told me the reasons why she applied and why she was interested in working with the organization and trying out, that started me on my venture to research the organization. And so I felt that because it was the Miss Nigeria in America pageant, that organization and that pageant and that crown represented who I was. And represented the unison that I created and that I wanted to create, and I want to publicize as to who I am, by combining both aspects of me, the Nigerian and the American. And I like that because it celebrated both aspects, and it worked to create some kind of cooperation between Nigerians in Nigeria and Nigerians in America, and that's really important to me. So that's why I tried out, and I thank the Lord. It's only because of God that I won, and it has been the best experience of my life. Yes, it has. Okay, Augusta's second question. What has been your most challenging experience as the reigning Miss Nigeria in America? My most challenging experience definitely has to do with my efforts in putting together my platform. Well, not putting together my platform, but actualizing my platform. And my platform is on education and literacy, and my vision for that is to adopt a school or orphanage. I selected an orphanage in Nigeria, and to support them and to provide educational resources for them. So to try to actually do that was challenging. And it wasn't through any of my efforts that brought upon the challenges. It was really a problem with Nigeria and just dealing with anything in Nigeria. That was the main source of the problem. Like, for instance, in trying to research, and select an orphanage or school in Nigeria, I had problems. A lot of the orphanages and schools weren't publicized. I tried to go the school route, but the Ministry of Education, their website wasn't updated, and it just looked sketchy. And what else can I say was a problem with trying to select one? I mean, when I did find websites for some orphanages or organizations who are supposed to help facilitate people who want to help and connect them with an orphanage, serve as a liaison, I found that they were inadequate. Their website wasn't up to date. They really couldn't provide me information that was necessary in order for me to partner with an orphanage. I mean, it was just crazy. And after I overcame that obstacle, trying to communicate with the orphanage, I mean, Queen and Chi and I, we were relentless in our efforts to try to contact someone at the orphanage that we selected, but it was just impossible. And it was literally impossible, and I just don't understand how and why. But it's something that we have to work with, and by we, I mean me and you. We have to work with it. We definitely have to give back, and we definitely have to work to, to just progress and develop Nigeria. And so those were some of the obstacles that I faced, and those were some of the challenges that I dare to mention. Some of the things I do need to keep private because I don't really want to put people out there and badmouth people, but definitely some big challenges. But as where I am now, we have overcome them all, and we found an orphanage, and we are in communication with them, and we can move forward. So you'll be hearing lots more about my plans for this orphanage, about how I expect to be a resource and be an asset to them, and how you can help out. That's it. So thank you all for tuning in, and again, thank you Augusta and Chikodi, for asking your questions and submitting your questions. Please continue to submit your questions. I will continue to respond to them. And this has been I Tell You. Okay? So have a wonderful evening. Bye!